Our topic is Philippine political caricature of the American era 1900 to 1941 by Alfred McCoy and Alfredo Roses.
Here are some examples of caricatures.
Alfred W. McCoy was born on June 8, 1945, Massachusetts, USA.
Alfred McCoy, a professor of history at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, where he also served as director of Center for Southeast Asian Studies.
Specialized in Philippine political history and global opium trafficking. Majority of his works and research focuses on Philippines.
Author of The Politics of Heroin in Southeast Asia, Philippine Cartoon, Closer Than Brothers, and many more.
Artist-writer from the known Roses clan in Philippine print media.
Co-author of Apolitical Caricature of American Era.
Known journalist in Manila Times.
Philippine Catholic Mass Media Award, Best Book of the Year for 1985. Philippine National Book Award for History, 1986. Shadows of the American Century, The Rise and Decline of U.S. Global Power, 2017. Policing America's Empire, the United States, the Philippines, and the Rise of the Surveillance State, in 2009.
During the American era, political cartoons gained full expression. During the American era, Filipino artists recorded national attitudes toward coming of the American saw well as the changing.
The presentation of varies from racial to conservative, vivid and wordy to express the cartoonist's views, and languages used are either in English or Spanish.
The victims are presented in a bait and sorry state to convey sympathy from the viewers.
The characters to emphasize in the good side are shown in normal features, while the bad emaciated, leering laughing creature, and more on animal features than human, e.g. Chinese men in the cartoon editorial is the police for scribe.
The artists, using their cartoons, illustrated not just their opinions, but broad image of the Philippines under the U.S. The transition from Spanish colonial period to American occupation shows different changes as well in the culture, society, and politics. The drastic introduction of democracy to a nation not properly oriented about it, and its consequences are far from ideal. THU's I tutored free pass. The rich remained affluent and powerful, while the poor people remained poor, desperate, and victims of state repression.
They're independent on May 20, 1916. The cartoon shows a politician F.O. Tondo, named Dr. Santos, passing his brother-in-law, Dr. Barcelona, a Filipino guy as depicted wearing salakot and barong Tagalog, was trying to stop Santos, telling the latter to stop giving Barcelona the crown because it is not his to begin with.
Drawn by Fernando Emersolo, and was aimed as a commentary to the workings of Manila police at that period.
A commentary on the unprecedented cases of color automobiles in the city streets. The Philippine Free Press published this commentary when fatal accidents involving color vehicles and taxis occurred too often already.
The fourth depicts a cinema. A blown-up police officer was at the screen saying that couples are not allowed to neck and make love in the theater. Two youngsters looked horrified while an older couple seemed amused.
Here, we see the caricature of Uncle Sam riding a chariot pulled by Filipino boys who were carrying American objects like baseball bats and boxing gloves. McCoy, in his caption to the said cartoon was based on an event in 1917 when William Howard Taft was moved to the Manila Pier riding a chariot pulled by students of Liceo de Manila. Such was condemned by the nationalists at that time.
Uncle Sam rationing porridge to the politicians and members of the politicians and members of the Progresista Party, sometimes known as the Federalista Party, while members of the Nacionalista Party look on and wait for their turn. This cartoon depicts the patronage of the United States being coveted by politicians from either of the party.